What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back, man. So heading into the garage right now, man, and do some little work on the SS. I might do a little bit of work on the Malibu today as well, but definitely wanted to kind of like touch bases with y'all, man, and let y'all know what's been going on with the SS. And I got a slight confession to make with y'all, man. I can't even front. But before I dive into that, ooh, yeah, she made me proud yesterday, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. But before I dive into that, you already know what you gotta do for your boy. You gotta like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Definitely smash that notification bell, man. Hit it. You know what I mean? Comment. That interaction is important. You know what I mean? And we definitely want to keep that going on this channel. You already know how we do. I look at all of you guys' comments, and I take heed to everything that y'all say. I'm not gonna give that cold shoulder on no comment. You know, all advice, if it's good advice, and if it's no like ill will or anything coming negative, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna soak that up, and I'm gonna consider it. You did? So with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and move forward, and we're gonna get active. You did? So stay tuned. But yeah, before we dive in, I definitely want to make a confession, man. When it came to locking out the distributor. So I did a video or what have you, and I showed how to somewhat lock it out, you know, flipping the valve, well, not the valve, flipping the rotator and all this good stuff, and you know, it's be locked out. You take out all the springs, you take out the weights and this, that, and the third, and it's locked out. When you lock it out, you set your initial timing. Whatever your initial timing is, that's what's gonna be your advanced timing. And in this case, it's technically not advanced timing because it doesn't advance itself, right? So, confession. I did lock it out, but then I unlocked it out, all right? Reading in the forums, this, that, and the third, a lot of people were talking about like how you lock out a distributor is not really good for, you know, street car applications, because it's pretty much whatever timing you set. For instance, in this case, like 34, 35, 36 degrees worth of timing, whatever timing you set, that's right out the gate, time you crank it. And with that being said, a lot of forums were saying, you know, when you lock it out, you're driving it on the street, the car gets hot. When you cut it off, it makes it hard to start again. And it's just a rowdy car all the way around. So because I was reading these forums, it got the best of me. So I unlocked it out. And then when I unlocked it, it didn't dawn on me until I saw some pieces here. I unlocked it, but then didn't fully set the distributor back up the way it was supposed to be set up. I didn't have the weights in, right? So I had the springs, I had the bump stop, the degree bump stop in there, but no weights. It wasn't until I started cleaning up like my workstation, my work area, what have you, and I saw the weights just sitting there. So I'm like, damn, I gotta take this distributor out again. So I took the distributor out. I'm gonna show y'all what I got here. Took the distributor out, and I had put in a purple bump stop, and I put in 2 different types of springs in that distributor. So I'm not sure if you guys know about these springs, these bump stops, but it gives you like a totally different profile. The profiles are in the instructions, and I'm gonna show you what profile I was going for real quick. Light silver. I did a heavy and light silver spring with a purple bump stop. So this is the profile that I was going for down here. If you can see that, this is the profile. Not really like crazy. Probably should have did this one instead to bring things in a lot sooner. Right here is that purple bump stop. So according to this purple bump stop, my full out advanced timing should have came in somewhere around or a little bit after 3,000. Heavy springs, light springs, yep. A little bit after 3,000 RPMs, which is extremely late. So I shouldn't even have went with that profile. Actually, I don't know why. Maybe I made a mistake and went with the wrong silver springs, but I was supposed to come in, let's see. I was supposed to do 2 silver light springs. I did 1 silver light, and I might have got the springs mixed up. So anywho, with that being said, it wasn't locked out. It wasn't even set up correctly on the distributor side, but now we're gonna correct that as well as get the new carb on. Now, yesterday, guess what I did? I've already locked it out. I took the distributor out, and it took, as you can tell, I got the weights and stuff right here and the bump stop and stuff that's in it. I took the distributor part yesterday. I locked it out. I dropped it back in. I set my timing at about 34 degrees. No, I set it at 34 degrees worth of timing. And the car performed extremely well. Now, here's the kicker. I drove it for a while. I cut it off, and it fired right back up. The car was actually not even running hot, to be honest with you. It ran pretty good around like the 180s. 185-ish is the max temp that I've seen on it. And I was getting up on it. And it did extremely well, man. It actually, I'm excited about it, to be honest with you. It's exactly what I wanted in the car. Could I make some additional changes to it? Yes. Transmission wise, a 700R4 transmission, probably not the ideal transmission to have like a full out blown rowdy, car, because that transmission, it swaps gears between first and second a lot sooner than the third, but we're not gonna go into that. We'll go into that at a later time. So with that being said, man, the carburetor change, that's gonna actually add some things. I'm going from shorty headers to long tube headers. That's gonna change some things. And we're gonna do 3-inch piping. That's gonna change some things. So performance wise, we should be in the ballpark where I feel comfortable with and where I want it. You did. So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get active on this carb change. You did. All right, peoples. So everything about this carb should be relatively the same to the new carb that's going on here. I'm going back with a 750 Holley this time. I've just heard some things about, the performance wise coming from the Summit carb to the Holley. Now, just an interesting fact. Summit carbs are built by Holley, but I'm not sure if all the components are on the inside are the same. Tonability is the same. So we're just gonna go ahead and change this out and go with the better brand. You did. So we're gonna see what's to that, man. Like I said, it should be relatively simple to get this swapped out. Right now, I'm just taking off the fuel lines. And then I'm gonna take off the throttle bracket, and we should be able to zip the carb clean off with no problems. So let's do that. Fuel line already off. Power cord is off. Fuel line is off. So we're gonna go and tuck that to the side like that. Make sure we keep our mess cleaned off. peoples. Bad. So, got my gasket in, and the reason why I needed this is because the gasket that came with the pack, the actual pack or the actual carburetor, is too thin. And I got longer carburetor studs in this. So the reason why I got longer carburetor studs is to accommodate the throttle body, the throttle cable bracket. So that being said, I had to order a thicker bracket. I'm gonna show you what this look like. Not a thicker bracket, but a thicker gasket to kind of raise the carburetor up some and give me some length for that throttle cable bracket, so you can see how thick that is. Actually, let me get the other gasket real quick. So you can see in comparison that these are definitely different. This is like a more cardboard type situation, very thin. This is, I don't even know what you call it, what this is and what it's made out of. I need to look it up, but it's thick. It's thick. So we're gonna go ahead and slide this on. Let me see, which way should this go? I'm thinking it'll go like this. It's gonna only go one way. Alright, there you go. And this carburetor on. Lights on. And my bolts. Stuck to this side. I'm not gonna torque these down. There's a sequence to torque down a carburetor. I think it's just cross pattern. So, well, I know it's just cross pattern. So we're just gonna go ahead and put these on in place. So we got the weights. We got, oh shoot. All right, fuel pressure at 6. No, it ain't leaking. Fuel bowls got a miss when the fuel bowl's cranked up. No, okay, ain't no leaks. Check out all the fittings. Yeah, no, ain't no leaks. So we definitely good doing. Alright. See what it do. Hello. Which is not fine. Probably because ground positive hook. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, the MSD box not coming on. Fire. All right, let me call you back. Let me figure this MSD box situation out. All right, peoples. So I'm done with this. I've already fired it up, the whole 9, but forgot I ain't even let y'all see that we good on the carburetor side. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up real quick. I'm not gonna let it run because I kind of jumped the gun and sprayed, like I said, the PB blaster on the header collector bolts. And when I fired it up, let it run for a little bit, it got hot on the headers, and of course, that stuff starts smoking or what have you because it's burning it off. So I went ahead and shut it back off, but I'll go ahead and fire it up real quick. I ain't gonna keep it running, but definitely want y'all to see that we Gucci. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and connect this. Let's go ahead and connect this. I'm gonna get this back on the charger. You know what I mean? Put the top off of this. I had to kind of play with it. I ain't gonna even front with y'all. The timing had not moved a little bit, so I need to tighten that damn thing down. I gotta find a better distributor lock. I gotta find one that's gonna hold it down. But anywho, it's gonna fire up. Fuel pressure right at 6. Good, man. Alright, so just a little show and tell. You know what I mean? A little action for y'all. You did. So stay tuned, man. This is gonna be the end of this vid. I'm gonna go ahead and start busting down that header wrap and these headers, because we got to get that wrap before I can go ahead and you know what I mean, drop these headers, and we're gonna go and get them on. You did. And we're gonna bust out the saws out, get the cutting. You did. So stay tuned.